I've been so wrapped up in this conversation about the Commonwealth lately, privately, personally, talking to friends and family and business folks and family houses. I mean, those who are philanthropic, business community, and some people are like, you were giving different type of content, and um, honestly, I'm like, what does that mean? Well, you were talking about dream, desire, decide. You were talking about relationships. You were talking about empowered to build wealth. Uh, and you're doing all these other things. It looks like you're doing a bunch. And I just want to look at all of you and tell you, no, I'm doing one thing, one thing, one thing, one thing, one thing. I'm just trying to keep my dream. That's all. They're all wrapped up in the same thing. I'm the dream keeper. That's my brand. And at 12, I saw something. I saw something, call it a vision, a daydream, or whatever you want to call it. In the middle of the day, I got this amazing idea that I, a little boy in Mississippi, could be united with the world. There were some people out there who really wanted to do something together. And this may not be exciting to everybody, but as I can share this message with more people, I'm going to find more people who simply want what I call a commonwealth. We just want to be left alone to live our lives, live together, not in fear of one another, and make amazing things happen for our family. I'm passionate about it. I want to live the rest of my life building something that looks like that. I want to live the rest of my life building something on earth that could look and feel like heaven, however you describe it. A place of peace, a place of long lasting, a place of forever, a place where I have legacy that I can leave. That's my dream. All of it. And there's even more to come to my dream. So what do I want to do today? I just spent 3 minutes sort of explaining to you who I am, why I'm doing this, and who I'm looking for. I'm looking to connect with people all over the world who believe that now is the time for the big original idea. And that is an earth full of human beings that work together to make it a better earth. Okay, so I want to talk to you today. Those of you who are strategists, you're going to love it. But I want to talk to you about 4 strategic priorities that drive the ecosystem of a commonwealth. What are the 4 major things we need right now, that drive the ecosystem? The money system, the health system, all these systems that make that we can put together to operate with an intentional impact. The Commonwealth engages by shareholders, by stakeholders around 4 basic priorities and principles. Number 1 principle: if we're going to build a successful Commonwealth, we have to empower our local businesses. Listen, we have to empower our local businesses, not just to start up, but we need these businesses to do 2 things that are equally important, but they're progressive. We need to empower the businesses around us with intent so that they can start, grow, and scale. Listen, we need more businesses that aren't just satisfied starting and being a sole proprietorship, or creating an LLC for one, or creating an S Corp or a C Corp for one person. We need someone who's thinking about business in this way. I'm going to start a business, but my intent is to grow it. My intent is not just to start it, but I want to grow it from not just 1 employee, but maybe to 10, maybe to 15, maybe to 50 employees. Why? Because now that's more families who can be a part of what we're building. We're impacting all the families that are around us. We're building them with intent. That's growth. But if we can find a few businesses that don't just want to grow, they want to scale. They want to hire 1,000 families. They want to be in several cities. They want to be in different countries. In our Commonwealth, we have to have this priority of local businesses. that change the environment in which the block I live on. But if those businesses can grow and they can scale, I live in Omaha. There are several businesses in Omaha who have scaled. They've not only scaled here in Omaha, but they've scaled across the globe. That's the idea. What are our big ideas that have the potential to be big, to be amazing? So we have to empower those if we want an ecosystem in the Commonwealth. Does that make sense? Not just profitable, but we need businesses that are thinking long-term success. Success that lasts past you, that when you pass away, you leave something that can even grow bigger. Family-owned companies that are expanding. Ecosystem type of companies that are expanding. That's what we're looking for. For long-term success. So the approach to this could look like ensuring equitable access to capital, contracts, and customers. We need to be intentional. We need to be intentional about ensuring opportunities and equitable opportunities. Equitable opportunities. So we have to be intentional about giving access to capital. Well, that's a lot of risk. Is it? Risking in a business is not really risking, right? Not investing in businesses with capital will be the assurity of failure if we don't invest. We won't have jobs. We won't have the right services. We won't have the right opportunities for people who are around us. Some of you are clicking in now because this is how you think. Capital, contracts, customers that are being driven to these businesses for them to expand, for them to stabilize, for them to grow, for them to scale. Now, we do have expectations of these companies that we help to scale. Yes, we do. We expect them to invest in other companies. We expect them to hire people from our community. We expect the customers to patronize them, but we also expect them to take care of their customers. We do have expectations, but we have to do with this business part of an ecosystem first. We've got to offer businesses training. We have to offer them training in operations, marketing, finance, all these wraparound services, all these technical skills, all of these expansion strategies. We have to teach our businesses with intent. It's not going to happen by osmosis. It's not going to happen because they ought to. It's not going to happen because we want them to. We have to be proactive in these measures. That's the dream, baby. That's the dream. That's what we have to do. While we're dreaming about this, we have to build the structure in which it happens. Creating strategic connections, not just strategy, but strategic connections to larger regions, to national regions, to networks around the world. We can do that from one block in your city. It can start with you. It can start with that little team that's around you, that's ready to build something extraordinary. I believe in this. Do you? Listen, if you believe in anything that I'm talking about, get in touch with me. Follow me on social media. Go to my YouTube channel, Instagram, DM me, send me an email. Go to Martin Williams International, the website. Talk to me. Let's connect. I don't care how much you have. I just care how big your dream is. If your dream is to be a part of something bigger than you that brings us all together, reach out to me. Reach out to my contacts. Reach out to other people who are part of what we're doing. Because I can't just think Omaha. I've got to think Nebraska. I got to think the Midwest. I got to think the United States. I've got to think South, Central America. I got to think Europe. I've got to think, the 7 continents of the world in every language. Communicate with me on this particular channel. Subscribe to it.